Today, I'm going to build a mushroom village expansion starting from the Bricklink Designer program, Mushroom House. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here today with a beautiful Lego Bricklink Designer program set, the Mushroom House designed by Jonas Kram. I love this set, and next year we have a Mushroom Village expansion coming out in the Series 5, but because it's going to take almost a year to get it, I thought today I could design my little own expansion with the parts that I have here in my collection. Before we talk about my build, let's do a quick review about this one. It's a beautiful build. I've been always a fan of Jonas Kram. Go check out his profile. I featured him before in my mock builder news videos. I always look up to him, and I'm still wondering why he's not become an official Lego designer yet. Maybe if he's watching this video, he can let me know. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this. Let's start with the minifigures, the detail, and then we go into the main building very quickly. So the minifigures are beautiful. These are all pieces that were already available in the Lego inventory, but they are designed very well. They are picked very well. Fits the team nicely, and I love that all the minifigures have the short flex moving legs, not the stiff one. All the berries are very beautifully designed all throughout the set. You can see already here the part usage is very nice. Here we have these minifigure shoulder accessories used for this flower over here. Here we have this very nice shoulder piece to create these. No, I don't have the name of this in English. And now I'm gonna show you a little bit more details about the snail, because this is really, really nice. So you can see the head is beautiful. We have this big macaroni piece in 10. This can twist. This flexible piece is perfect. At the top, we have this chest piece open to carry the berries, and this bucket piece at the back. I'll talk a little bit more about this particular piece later on in the video. And here we have a minifigure head to create this bigger kind of berry that go and connect at the back over here. Now you can see we have this very beautiful quarter dome piece in medium nougat, and you can see inside we have a beautiful snot brick solution with the diagonal piece clip over there to complete the shape of the shell of this snail. Beautifully done. Here we also have those fairly new snot pieces from the Speed Champions. So in this set there are a lot of very, very nice parts in very interesting colors, like these dome pieces in medium nougat. We have some very, very good part usage. Normally when you get the Bricklink Designer program, they feel a little more like mocks, and sometimes they can feel a little bit like not as good as a Lego set in terms of design, but this is different. Also here, one more piece, trans clear round 4x4 with the hole in the middle. We have 3 of these that go all around the snail over here, beautifully designed. Anyway, I was saying, sometimes these sets, they feel a little bit like they're mocks. I mean, they're actually mock, they're fan design. But this one, I think, is the closest you can get to an official Lego set in terms of building experience. There are some very interesting solutions, even though I think the building instructions are not as the same as an official set. Sometimes they feel a bit weird, and I had a bit of hard time recognizing different shade of green. I mean, I didn't do any mistake, but still, I had to look very hard. Anyway, beautiful over here. A lot of pieces, a lot of berries, a lot of details. We have another bucket piece over here for the mailbox. Very nice part usage over there. We have the spill of water coming down from this. We have the acorn print piece over there for the door handle, and we actually have a brick build acorn here at the back. Very beautifully done side small mushroom over here. The slopes are very nice, and it's very satisfying to put them together, and the shape is very beautifully achieved. We have a nice interesting angle over here for this fencing on the side. The way it's built was also pretty interesting, with some jumper plates, and also in the structure here there are some art pieces that help you to put this in the right place, in the right orientation. So a very, very nice solution. Over here we have this water pump. We have a snake piece over here. So there's a lot of very interesting part usage over here. The roof can be removed. This part cannot be removed, even though it would be nice, but this would make the set very, very sturdy. You can pick this up easily. Now, the attention to details here is fantastic. the bed, and I check also all the beds in the mushroom village that will come out follow all the same design. So we have all this flower carpet design, we have the leaves on the bed, we have the leaves as curtains of the windows. Over here we have a painting station, and we have this palette used as a table, and this chair over here also use plant pieces and a nice yellowish green color. Everything is really, really beautiful. Of course, this can pop up on top very easily, and the build is done. Very, very beautiful. I said earlier that I wanted to talk about these pieces. So I think I saw some video pointing out that this is not actually, the clutch power of this is not good, and there's no friction over here. You see this pop up very easily. I think this is honestly not a fault of the designer, but it's because Lego changed the pieces. So here I have in my collection some of these pieces. These are made of a different plastic than this. So I'm assuming these are made with the plant-based plastic that doesn't have the same clutch power. This one is very, very solid. You need to put some force to move it. And if I connect the battery over here, this one is not going to fall off at all, because this is a solid plastic piece, while this is probably one of those plant-based pieces that, of course, we all want Lego to do something for the environment. But if you have in your collection these pieces, these are not the same as that. The clutch power is different. So I just wanted to point that out. So I would have designed it with this, and it would work fine, but with the new pieces produced by Lego, it doesn't work in the same way. Anyway, this is a beautiful set. If you order it, I recommend it. If you're planning to get in on the second market, it's probably going to be expensive, but highly, highly recommend it. This is a beautiful building experience and a beautiful set on displays. Congratulations to Jonas Kram that designed this beautiful set. While waiting for the expansion next year, that for sure I'm going to order, now I'm going to show you my own expansion. So here is what I have. This is the start of the build. You can see I have these big pieces. Something like this, basically. I have it in red in my collection, but I cannot do a red mushroom. So I ordered 4 of these pieces to create this mushroom. Now, it came out a little bit bigger than I thought. Actually, initially, I can show you some video of my members vlog, weekly vlog, only for members. I was trying to build it the other way around, and the shape was very odd. It didn't work out. I had to change it. Anyway, my structure is not very solid. You can see I'm using these hexagonal pieces on top to create the connection. I can show you the back side. So I have 2 of these on top, 2 of these at the bottom. There are probably a better solution to do that, but I wanted to get this the right angle so I can have the cutout in the middle in the store. On the side, I'm using all this dark orange. I have a lot of those from the Tiny Plants set. It's not the best, probably with some different kind of slope, it could have been done better. And I had to do a lot of weird solution to make sure that is together, but it's not very solid, but that is because I don't have them in my inventory. Over here inside I had a lot of mushrooms, a couple of plants, one of those carpets over there, and then let's move at the front. I can show you a little bit more. Here I'm using some dark green Technic pieces for this store. You can see here we have the logo, so this is going to be basically a mushroom store, because I found in my collection this sticker sheet from some dream set that has that mushroom design together with this price list for mushrooms. So I built a nice sign that is going to go here at the front. I can start to add a little bit of details. By the way, earlier I forget there was also this flower piece that go with the set. We have some nice shade of blue over here on top. We have the teal clips over there, and this green long piece is a flexible one. So again, very nice parts, very nice color in the set. Anyway, let's continue here. You can see also here on top I have some banana pieces, because I'm going to submit this to the Mine the Banana contest on New Elementary. So later you will see some more banana turning up. I made my own flowers and berries. So this is going to be connecting over here. And then I can start to add the top. So on the top part, I have this kind of flower bed similar to the design he has. This one is just to cover up a little bit all the gears over there. And then I'm close it up on top with this piece This one also have a nice light over there and provide a little bit of extra detail over there at the front. Let me see if I can push everything in. There we go. Not the most solid of the builds. You can see also my grass over here is very thin. It's not thick as that one. So that means that I cannot easily pick up the set, but that's because these are the parts that I have available in my collection. I think we can start to add some minifigures. So of course, we have some cool CMF. This is all minifigure for which I created habitats already. So we have this mushroom sprite over here that gonna be running the shop. Let me see if I can connect it over there. Okay. Over there I use a gear. This is a common technique for mushroom. There we go. The first customer here is gonna be the holiday elf that I had a very fun habitat for this one with sliding through the door. Go check it out, it's pretty fun. And then later I'm probably gonna add also the forest elf, which is another minifigure that fits here very well. Now, I can add some other mushrooms, so I had another extra one of that, so I can add a little bit of extra detail. And let's go with the bananas. So I create some tables with the banana pieces. I'm now gonna just put them randomly here on this side area. So we have a sort of picnic area. And then I'm using the banana peel as some seats. So I have 6 of these. Now I'm gonna put them a little bit randomly. I'm not gonna pay much attention to where I'm gonna place them. But these are gonna become the seat of this picnic area. I don't know if it's a silly idea or if it makes sense for you. You can let me know in the comments. And over there, they're gonna fall off quickly, but I can add the minifigure. So here we have the forest elf. I created another one over here with some different minifigure pieces. They need to sit a little bit towards the back side. Maybe it would be easier for minifigure with longer legs, but here, just another couple of details. I have a skinny mushroom that provide, I guess, a little bit of shade over here in this area, and we can add another plate over here to complete the scene. Now, one thing that is missing in this set is the flowers like we have on the other side. So you can see already we have 2 bananas there, and here we have another 6, 10, 14 bananas. We can add a flower over there on that side. I have this flexible piece, very interesting, that is gonna connect over there, so to provide a little bit of color on that side. And then I have another one big on the other side. You can see here I added another 11 bananas to create this flower piece. Over there is a bit weird connection, but it kind of works. And I have this big Exo that I picked up when I was in Denmark in Billund. I have a Billund tour on my channel if you want to check it out. At the Legoland, they have these botanical pieces kind of shop, and that's where I pick up that. And then it's going to be a big piece coming here on top of the mushroom shop. Just to give you a quick look. I thought this was not enough. Here just, I'm going to show you a little bit next to just to give a little bit of size. It's slightly smaller than that. In my original plan, I wanted this to be taller actually and skinnier, but I think it worked out like this. I have also this nice detail here with those printed wooden elements. But I think it's not a bad solution considering the parts that I have. Then in my collection, I also found, sorry about that, I have this piece that I thought I would use it over here. So I pick up this little set to get a little bit of extra part. This is the Hedgehog Picnic Date. Very simple and cheap, inexpensive set. And I built this one. So I have this small structure, and this is going to be the restroom that are going to be placed near to this one. So again, a little bit of flower, the acorn over there, the door can be open, and inside we can have a sort of flowery toilet seat and toilet paper, and some water over there in that big bucket. Now, I need to connect this on top, but this is a little bit weird, so I'm gonna add the restroom sign so everybody knows where they need to go. And then here I have some of those pieces, some of the slopes, put them on the side to kind of expand this a little bit. Let me find the right connection over here. There we go. So I expand it a little bit. This one can go on top and it can be easily easily be removed. This one is proper and solid, and I want to give you an example over here. So here I have this very nice slope. I have two in my collection, so I use them. Kind of call a little bit to the one that is designed over there. I didn't have them at the back. So what I did at the back is actually I brick build with some smaller slopes. Of course, this doesn't look as good as the one at the front, but again, you don't have this in your collection. Maybe you have something else to work it out. Like many of the solutions that I have in my builds that I put together every week. I'm going to use another couple of bananas. So I have this steel one that I think they look good as extra detail in these kind of big flowers that give a little bit of extra color. I'm going to add also another flower. This is a minifigure head accessory. I don't remember exactly from which minifigure, but this make for another very interesting flower piece at the back. And then over here, I'm going to add another minifigure. I have this kind of dreams little figure. I'm going to give him a mushroom head and a newspaper because he's going to do his business in the toilet. So the main structures are done, but as you see in this set, they have all these like animal side build, and I think there is a ladybug in the village. So I thought I could build something here as well. So I built this structure. I added another minifigure over there, one support because I thought I could add some flying animals. Probably the scale is not right, but here is what I have. We have some wings, and I'm gonna build two bees. I don't think they are in scale on how it's supposed to be, but maybe it will work out. So this is gonna be like that. They are carrying that big bucket. So I think the impression of them flying together kind of works. And then I have two kind of big dark red berries that I'm gonna put inside there. They always fall off because my design is not great, but I think is a pretty interesting solution. Now, this is all I built. I'm going to show you maybe a little bit of video, a little bit of picture on the final design on a better point of view. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will submit this for the new elementary Mind the Banana contest. And I also have another little expansion that I will receive at some point. I ordered from Creation from Charity this beautiful design from Marcus Rorbure, Lego designer. So this is going to be a proud addition to my collection, and it will be perfectly sitting perfectly well next to my mushroom house. I will probably part this out for other projects, but maybe I will rebuild it soon once I will get next year the mushroom village. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on next video. Ciao, ciao.